Hello guys, welcome back. Now today I want to do a top 5 video, and I want to do a top 5 rookie video on the rookies, underrated rookies in the NHL. So it is purely subjective, where you think one guy is more underrated than the other, but it's going to be my list, it's going to be whatever. Now, you could think one guy is more underrated than the other. This guy maybe is more underrated than the other person, but in my eyes, these guys are playing well and are also not really getting the credit that they deserve, whether it be that there's lots of better players on that team, they are on a good team. Maybe they're just brushed off aside, maybe, oh, they're just playing on a good team. Maybe he's just playing well because of it, but I think that all of these guys are playing well and boosting their team's performance because they are playing that well. So, let's get into the list, but these guys, I think fully deserves to be on here. At number 5, we're going to start off strong with a D-man on the New Jersey Devils, Will Butcher. Number 5, Will Butcher on the Devils. Now, 26 points as a defenseman for the halfway point. That's not bad at all. He's on pace for like 50 points, I think, on the season, which is very, very good for him. He's been playing well. I think he's got 24 assists. And the team overall for the New Jersey Devils has played well, and I have no doubt in my mind that Will Butcher has contributed a ton for that success. And he's responsible or reliable defensively as well. Of course, you always have a good goaltender back there in Schneider. And even though he has the help of Schneider, he has played well. Butcher has, and he's probably one of their best defensemen, if not their best. Maybe top 4 for them definitely. And he's played really, really well. For the time on ice, he's had 16 minutes, 18 seconds. I like to use that for rookies because sometimes they fluctuate. Sometimes rookies get less time on ice than other rookies, and if they have the same amount of points, you have less time on ice with your same amount of points, you're doing a lot better than the other guy. So I like to use that, and also games played. It definitely helps. Butcher, by the way, he has 43 games played, so he's basically played almost every single game for the New Jersey Devils. So he's been there a lot of the time, and 26 points in that span, he's done really, really well for them. At number 4, I'm going to go on the Boston Bruins, Danton Heinen. Now, with 31 points, you'd think that he'd be like 1, maybe number 2. But I think that he's getting, especially lately, he's gotten the credit that he's deserved. He's definitely been picking up traction and attention in the NHL as of late, and he's really done well. And he's done fantastic. Not to say that he shouldn't be number 1. Of course, this is obviously subjective. But with Danton Heinen, I think that he's finally starting to get the credit that he deserves. He's played really well. He has his line mates on Boston who are really well as well, who are doing really good as well. So he has the strength of teammates as well as other guys on this list. But I think that Heinen, I wouldn't say he's boosted by his line. He probably boosts his line, but he definitely has. He doesn't have scrubs around him. And he's able to. He has the chemistry with his line mates, and they were doing really well. 15 minutes and 54 time on ice. That's not bad at all for a rookie forward. He's getting a lot of time on ice. And 39 games played. I think the Bruins are at like 41 or 42 games played, so they played not a lot of games compared to a lot of other teams, but Heinen has played a lot of those games, and he's done very well for them, to be honest. Now, at number 3, I have Kyle Connor on the Winnipeg Jets, who has 28 points, so not bad at all, and 17 minutes and 25 seconds on the ice per game with 40 games played. So he's played almost every single game for the Winnipeg Jets, and I put him higher than a guy like Danton Heinen because Kyle Connor has really not gotten the credit that he deserves because he's on the Winnipeg Jets. He has guys on that team like Laine, Scheifele, Wheeler, and he's kind of been dropped down a little bit in the attention at least, and he's played very, very well. Now, he's one of those depth guys, one of those bottom 6 guys for the Winnipeg Jets because their top 6 is too good enough to play for them. But 17 minutes on ice, he definitely is that type of top 6 guy. If the lines don't show it, but he's been playing really well with guys like Brian Little. And wherever he goes, really on those lines, he just plays well. I think he has like 15 goals, so more than half of his points are goals, so you can't really complain about assists bringing his totals up. And he's played very, very well for the Jets. Kind of just gone underrated this whole season. He's really picked it up the last couple of weeks, like the last month, and he's done really, really well. And I hope he continues because I like the guy. And Kyle Connor at number 3, he has gotten a little bit underrated here, and that's why I'm going to put him up that high. At number 2, I'm going to go for the Bratt himself, Jester Bratt on the New Jersey Devils. 29 points as a forward, and time on ice is 16 minutes and 19 seconds, so not too much. He's kind of in that middle area with a lot of other guys. And 42 games played, so he's played almost every single game for the Devils. Now, Just for Bratt, the reason I have him this high is because, well, he's he's like really underrated. Like I haven't seen a guy going this much under the radar and get these many points as a rookie in a long, long time. As a like since he's on the Devils, he doesn't get that much attention. Since the Devils aren't too big in the overall NHL space with news coverage and all that. If he was on like the Maple Leafs, he would get tons of attention, like just ridiculous amounts. And he's been playing amazing. And for the Devils, he's been consistent all year. Like whenever I see him score, I'm like, oh yeah, that guy. He has 29 points. Like, how did he do that? And he just keeps getting points, keeps being consistent, and he's done it all year. And I hope he continues because I do like the Bratt. He is a good Bratt, but he's played really well at the start of the season. He's a good playmaker. He really does a lot of good things on the ice, and he's very fun to watch as well. I mean, he definitely deserves to be a number 2. I think he's gotten under the radar, and that's why he's there. At number 1. Mr. Alex Kerfoot on the Colorado Avalanche. Now, I'm not an Avalanche fan, really. Not really at all, but 30 points as a guy, which is less than Dan Heinen. But 27.5 shot percentage. That's ridiculous. He's only taken like 40 shots, but that is ridiculous. I had to put that up there. 27 shot percentage. That's ridiculous. And here's the big thing that also put him at number 1. His time on ice is 13 minutes. For a guy who has 1 less point than Dan Heinen, who has almost 3 more minutes played than him per night. And Alex Kerfoot, you could say he has a line mates, but I think that he's like in the games that he's played, he's done fantastic. Against the Stars, of course, who I am a big fan of, he's played fantastic, and he just continues to impress me as I keep watching him, because he's solid defensively too. He's not too bad on that end, and offensively he's able to create loads of chances that you wouldn't even think he could, because a lot of those chances that he creates are just, you'd think that, well, how did he do that? So he does a lot of things on the ice, a lot of little things as well, and he's very good in the finesse game as well. He has great hands, and a lot of the rookies on this list do, and Kerfoot is really up to the next level. And even though he isn't going to win the Calder, he should be in the consideration, and I think he definitely deserves to be up there. And he really hasn't been getting the credit that he deserves. Again, this isn't about the best rookies and how well they're doing. This is about the underrated guys. And on the Colorado, you see McKinnon and Landeskog getting all the attention, but Kerfoot has really been one of the big things to the Colorado Avalanche success, and I don't think he's getting enough credit for that. That's it for today, guys. Guys, enjoy it. Make sure to like. Guys, if you enjoy, subscribe. Tell me down in the comments why I'm wrong and what you changed about my list, and maybe make you up your own. But that's gonna be it for today, guys. Goodbye.